He may have finished the preseason tour in Australia, in Asia, and I believe they'll be coming back very soon. And like I said, it's preseason, and it gave Xabi Alonso and his coaching crew the opportunity to properly examine these players, imbibe the tactics and formations and football ideology, into these players, and over time know the players that would remain and the players that will be loaned out or sold permanently. I believe he has a better idea than a month he joined Chelsea Football Club. So I believe over 1 month he has gotten an idea on the players that are his starting 11 to an extent, as in players that he knows are out of the bulk or the bunch, right? We have over at least 15 players. Is okay, fine. This is a player I know I would need, and the players we've already signed, because I know players that went for World Cup, as in those that got to the final stages of the World Cup, will be coming back, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and all that. This new week, a lot of incomings regarding players that went to the World Cup, and now they'll be coming back. Players that Chelsea signed, the likes of Maxence Lacroix, Roger, all of them, they will all be returning to the club. Enzo Fernandez issue will be sorted out before the season starts. Is he going to stay? Is he going to leave? Which club is coming for him? If none of this happens, as in going out, then he'll be integrated back into the squad. I don't think he has any issues whatsoever with the squad. And I would say, because they spoke out, he spoke out, Corella spoke out, the owners listened, and were able to become very, very proactive in the market. We didn't go to start buying small children again. Look at the kind of signings Chelsea has made. So cut him some slack. Chelsea fans that are saying he did this, please cut Enzo Fernandez some slack. He spoke out. Cucurella spoke, and the Chelsea community also listened. The owners of the club understood, yes, things have not panned out in the last 4 years that they bought the club, and they decided to go for a manager, not a head coach, and give him veto power to get in the players that he wants. And so far, the transfer market has been quite interesting for Chelsea Football Club, and it's the outgoings now that is the cocoa. Outgoings, I know definitely Delap will be number 1 on that list, followed by his brother Tosin, number 2 on the list of outgoings. Permanent outgoings, not loan, please. Strasbourg is not doing well. Strasbourg, in the 5 preseason game they played, they've lost all. They seem they drew 1 and lost the remaining. So as it stands now, a lot of incomings will be happening at Strasbourg. Most of these players, that fringe players that we feel can do well when they go out on loan, would be going to Strasbourg. So first off, you can see Jorgensen has already joined Strasbourg on a season-long loan. Beautiful. More players will be joining Strasbourg. To help them. They don't have a recognized striker. I don't want the lad to go to Strasbourg on loan. Probably they might send Emeha back to his former club. I don't know. It depends. But we'll see what happens at the end of the day. But good one. Fingers crossed. We'll see the outgoings that will be happening before the season starts. Season starts in 2 weeks from now, in the next 14 days. So the loose ends will be tied. They'll have to cross their T's and dot their I's to ensure that they prune the squad very, very well. They have to prune the squad very well, and get them ready. If it's 25-man team, get them ready for the new season. The others that will be loaned out or sold, they ship them out. Personally, Jackson has done well. He might not be an out-and-out striker, but I believe that he'll be very, very instrumental to Xabi Alonso. He offers more. He gives you something different, right? He comes in, you cannot, he said something Xabi Alonso said about, it's not about system, it's about movements while on the pitch. Like, he's going to be flexible. Do you understand? He's going to be flexible. It's going to be very flexible. It's not about the tactics of formation. It's about the movements on the pitch. So there'll be flexibility on the pitch. You're not going to be, fine, they are playing a 3 at the back. It depends on what the opponent might actually prepare, that okay, Xabi Alonso is going to play that 4 at the back or 3 at the back. Fine, they might start with that formation quite thorough, but things can change. Movements can change on the pitch. Different tactics, different things can change in the sense that the opponent is playing a mid block, a low block, and he wants to ensure that they get the needed points off that opponent. they could just change tactics or change formation or change something on the pitch to get the needed result. So he's flexible, he's prone to change, he's not rigid, and that's a beautiful thing about managers like Xabi Alonso. So fingers crossed, like I said again, we look forward to the next season. I'm hopeful that things are going to pan out well for Chelsea, in the coming season. Season starts off very, but definitely we're doing more videos. Do you understand? We're doing more videos, content, engaging our community, our football community very, very well than it used to be. A lot of goodies are coming up with Rahen Sports TV, and that was one of the key reasons as to why I got the FiberX unlimited 5G router. A lot of content regarding a lot podcasts, a lot will be coming up on this channel. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you very, very much. And up Chelsea, we'll see what happens as the season progresses. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.